Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how the car auction works. I am taking this 2015 Ford Fiesta for sale today, and I'm going to show you the process of delivering the car for sale at the auction and making a list of the cars you might be interested in bidding for at the next auction. Before you gain access to the car auction, you will have to obtain a dealer's license. I am going to talk about this in another video, so if you're interested in this kind of information, please check my other videos. I am taking this car to Odessa Car Auction, which is one of the biggest auctions in the USA and Canada. Before you can take the car for sale, you will have to call the auction staff and obtain a run number. I will show you what that number is later in the video. Keep watching. I have arrived now and I'm taking the car in so they can take pictures of it and list it for the sale tomorrow. In the process, the auction staff will assign a run number which will show in which lane and order the car will appear tomorrow. At the gate where we're standing, I have to provide my dealership ID so they can tell me in which of the lanes in front of me I need to park, so they can prepare the car for the auction tomorrow. And yeah, we're going in. Here is the car lined up with the other vehicle which were just delivered and waiting to be processed. Someone will come to take pictures of the car and put a sticker with the run number together with the details on the make, model, year and mileage, and they will take it to the assigned line which is over there somewhere. Now let me show you briefly how to choose a vehicle you might be interested in bidding on at the auction tomorrow. Okay, let's take a look at some vehicles that will be for sale tomorrow. As you can see, they are assigned to several different lanes which run at the same time during the actual auction. All the vehicles have a sticker which will show the lane and the run number, meaning that, for example, this car here, this car will appear in lane, it will appear in lane B in third position. It also shows that the car has 948 miles. And it's 2012 Ford Focus. You can open the cars, you can start them and drive them safely in the parking lot and decide if you want to bid on that particular vehicle or you don't. I normally make a list of the cars I'm interested in, and next to each vehicle and its run number I always put the price I'm willing to pay for that particular car, and I try never to exceed that price because sometimes you get carried away, especially if you enter a bidding war against somebody. You get really frustrated and you end up paying something that you later regret on paying. So I try never to exceed my preset price. In Odessa auction, there is a lane marked DP, which starts before the other lanes, and in that lane you will find cheaper cars which often have some issues, but are in running condition normally. Anyhow, you should never buy from that lane before checking the car in advance. Because you can end up buying something that has major issues. In the auction you will find 3 lights which show the condition of every car that's for sale. Red light means that the car is sold as is without any warranty. Yellow lights tells us that you have some announcement on that vehicle. And the green lights means that the car is sold in perfectly good condition and there is nothing wrong with it. And if there is something actually wrong with it, you can arbitrate the sale and the seller will take it back. Now, let's see the cheap vehicles and see if there is something worth bidding for. Let's walk towards the DP section and see if there is anything good. Here are the cars in question. They're all assigned to the DP lane in Odessa, and the bidding on this lane starts before the other lanes. There is also one more lane that runs together with this one, and it lists all the inop vehicles which will have either a severe collision damage or they will have engine or transmission malfunction. Let's start with looking at this Toyota, which looks pretty good on the outside. Let's take a look in. Looks pretty good on the inside as well. It shows a mileage of 180 something thousand miles. Okay, let's start it up and take it for a spin around the block and decide if we want to bid on it. Here is one more car I will be interested in bidding tomorrow. It's a 2011 Subaru Legacy with 168,000 miles. The mileage is a little high, but the price should be lower compared to the vehicles running on the other lanes. The outside seems to be very nice. I already started the car and there are no check engine lights. Actually, there are any warning lights at all. It seems to be running smoothly, which means that I will have a lot of competition tomorrow. There will be a lot of people bidding on this car. I will just have to be very careful not to overpay for it. Again, I want to remind you never to pay more than you're sure you'll be able to sell the car for. Remember that the whole point of buying a vehicle is to make some money out of it, so be very careful what you pay and make your calculations for how much you can sell it and if it's worth buying at all. This is the last car I'm going to show you today. It looks really good, but there is some rust here, as you can see, which tells me it's not a Florida car. It comes from another state, because you won't find rust on a Florida car. It's a 2008 Ford Escape with 168,000 miles. The outside, the interior looks really good. I have already drove it around the parking lot. It drives nice and the transmission shifts smoothly. I will be interested in bidding on this car tomorrow. On my way out, I want to show you the inop area. All the cars that you see here will be for sale tomorrow too. And believe it or not, they will actually sell. Here is a very beaten up Ford Fusion, and honestly I can't see a single piece in this car that is good, but eventually it will be sold as well. Man, this looks really beaten up. Okay, there are some other vehicles which are all in the INOP area. As I said, these cars will either have a collision damage or a mechanical issue. And with all that said, I have chosen a few cars I will be bidding on tomorrow. And I will show you how the auction runs. And of course, we will follow up on the little Fiesta that I brought to the auction today. See if it sells and how much it sells for. While I was looking at the other vehicles, the auction staff have prepared my car for sale. It will run on lane D with run number 96. I have set up a reserve price of $4,500 on my car. Let's see if we can make that kind of money, or hopefully even more. Here is how the auction runs. At the moment, all auctions are done mainly online because of the pandemic. Previously, you could physically go to the auction and see the cars run through the lanes, which was very convenient because you could actually see the car drive, you could hear the engine, and you could avoid some potential problems that you risk facing if you bid online. I have ended up buying 2 or 3 vehicles which had some transmission problems, which I had to fix. Those kind of problems you could possibly avoid if you're there while the car passes through the lanes, because you can see the car, how the car drives, how the car behaves, and that's a big help. Yeah, this is there's a few random vehicles that you can see at the moment. On the right of your screen you can see the DP lane, and on the left side you can see the INOP vehicles. As I said, those 2 lanes run before the others. Later on we're also going to check how my Fiesta sells, and we'll see if I have managed to buy anything today.
Here we go, 14, heading down to the beginning of 15, heading to the beginning of 15. 14 on a phone call, 690. All right, here's number 96 here. Turn down to the beginning of ride drive this one. Head down to the beginning of 35, 3600. Hit 3500, down to the beginning of 6, head down to the beginning of 600, head down to the beginning of 2021. And 100 down to the beginning of 21, head down to the beginning of 2001, 1 down to the beginning of 2, 2 down to the beginning of 3, 3 down to the beginning of 3 to the bid. Hit 23, 4, 5, down to the beginning of 2500, down to the beginning of 405, 600. Hit 26, down to the beginning of 7, down to the beginning of 27, down to the beginning of 6, 7. Hit 7, down to the beginning of 8, down to the beginning of 9. 3 1, hit that to begin to begin at 3100, hit to begin at 3 down 1 2, hit 32 3, hit that to begin at 33, hit that to begin at 4, hit to begin at 3400, hit to begin at 3 4, hit 34, hit to begin at 3, hit to be 4, hit to begin at 400, hit to begin at 33, hit to begin at 45, hit 36, hit to begin at 600, hit to begin at 5, hit to begin at 600, hit 36, hit to begin a little handshaker now. Here we go, 36 7, hit 708, hit to begin at 38, hit to begin at 39 4, hit to begin at 4 pound, hit $4,000, hit to begin at 4, 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 $4,000, hit to begin at 4, hit 4,000 to bid, hit to begin at 39 forward, hit to begin at $4,000 last call, hit 3,900. Do you want to be 4,000 to bid, hit to begin at 4, hit to begin at $4,000, hit to begin at 4. On the F, 3,900, buyer 502. Here's number 97, rebuilt.
As you could see, the Fiesta did not reach my ask price, so I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow. Anyhow, I have managed to get 2 cars. One of them is this convertible Ford Mustang, which has 109,000 miles. It's a V6 engine with a manual transmission. It looks very well on the outside, the interior is also fine, and it drives really good. After I pay for the vehicles and the buyer fees to the auction, I can take my purchased cars out. The auction makes money from both the seller and from the buyer, and those fees are salty. We're walking towards the other car that I bought. It's this red 2008 Cadillac CTS with 150,000 miles. It looks pretty decent on the outside. I think it's a good buy. Oops, we have a flat tire. Alright, let's get a booster, pump the tire up, and take this car home together with the other one. In one of the other videos that I'll be making, I'm going to show you the exact condition of the cars that I bought today. I'm going to show you how we prepare them for sale, and I'm going to share with you guys how much I have managed to earn from those vehicles. So please stay tuned and look for my next videos. Thank you.